Alright, so here's the deal. I've got an hour to film a video, work out, and upload it to YouTube, so we just gotta do both at the same time. What's up, guys? Sam here, and I'm pulling one for the team today by not working out and making some great content for you guys. What's happening? Drop a like down below if you've also lost your mind following recent Apple rumors, from the Apple Watch Series 6 coming in September to coming like tomorrow to coming in October. We have a couple of updates there, and I really think it is going to be coming like within a week or two. Some additional iPad schematics have leaked, and they show a device that looks a little bit different than what we were expecting. One with an all-screen design and Face ID. We've also got some details about when Apple's going to be holding their October event and what products are actually coming there, on top of some details about Apple's first silicon Mac. And we're hearing like 15 to 20 hours of battery life for this MacBook. All right, drop a like if you guys are excited for this one. Hit subscribe for more. And I think we should go ahead and start off with the Apple Watch, because I know that this is what has piqued my interest the most. Last year's upgrade, not the biggest change. This year we're hearing blood oxygen monitoring, faster Wi-Fi and cellular, better ECG support, essentially a much bigger upgrade as far as the number of features than the Series 5. And we now have evidence that it is actually coming from none other than Apple themselves. My pal Telos of Tech and fellow Apple YouTuber discovered that if you try to buy a Series 5 model right now with GPS plus cellular in the 44mm variant, you're not going to be in much luck, because not only is there a shipping delay, it's just currently unavailable. Which is weird, right? Because Apple should keep products in stock to keep selling them, and a number of other models are unavailable for pickup at so many Apple stores. There's a big suggestion here that the Series 6 is right around the corner, which lines up with what John Prosser had predicted, that the week of September 9th, we would be seeing the Apple Watch Series 6 alongside a new iPad. Now, the new iPad... Oh, I'm really excited for this one. We've sort of seen two competing ideas for what this is going to look like. First is the big one, the quick start guide that leaked, that shows Touch ID inside of the power button for the new iPad Air. And the second, for some new 2020 iPad, could be the Air, could be something else entirely. I actually think this one is fake. This is shared by 91 Mobiles, and it's schematics that show Face ID in an all-screen design. To me, these just look like schematics for an iPad Pro, but they're out here. I don't think that these are legitimate, even though 91 Mobile says that somebody with a reputation has shared these with them. I'm putting all my bets on the Touch ID in the power button iPad Air. We've heard Touch ID over and over again. So again, perhaps the week of September 9th, in like just a week or two, we could be seeing not only the watch, but also a couple of new iPads. So case closed, please tell me. No? No, you're telling me that maybe the watch is delayed till October. Yes, I am, because as I was working on today's stories over on my site Apple Track, Apple blog based out of Japan, Makatakara, shared their expectations. They're hearing from supply chain sources that the iPhone 12, Apple Watch Series 6, and AirTags are coming sometime in the later portion of October. They believe there's going to be an October event, which pretty much lines up with what everybody else has been hearing, but they don't think the watch is coming until October. I think the watch, while they may be off there, they're probably spot on for the iPhone 12. Everybody's been saying that, so it's not that impressive. But AirTags also, we've heard nothing about. And Makatakara shed some light that these were actually supposed to launch alongside the iPhone SE for 2020, back in March or April, and it didn't materialize. So now Apple's going to be pushing that until October and releasing it. You might ask, well, why would they not just release it in September if the product is technically ready? I think it's because AirTags are an entirely new product, and Apple wants to be up on stage to sort of demo them, show you how they work, and really sell them to you. I just feel like unveiling a totally new product line through a press release doesn't make a lot of sense at all, unless it's like a really small product, which I guess you could argue the AirTags are. But I really think these are going to be on stage, and they will be paired and marketed right alongside the iPhone 12. Like, hey, you got the iPhone 12, but now you can also track cool stuff that's enhanced with the iPhone 12. One of those marketing gimmicks. Thanks, Apple. I see your moves before you even make them. I'm 10 steps ahead. Speaking of that iPhone 12, what would you think if I told you that it was probably going to be available in a brand new blue colorway? These renders are from my pal Everything Apple Pro, who is probably the most talented render artist in the game right now. now. His source, Max Weinbach, had actually shared this with us months ago, but because of a not great track record, I was kind of skeptical. Now, today, DigiTimes is also hopping on that train, saying that they do believe a, quote, dark blue, end quote, color option is coming to the iPhone 12. Now, there's a big question. Is midnight green going to be staying? You know, Apple unveiled that with the iPhone 11 Pro series. We have no idea. It seems like the way it's going to go is that dark blue will end up replacing midnight green, but perhaps dark blue is for like the standard iPhone 12, not even the Pros, and midnight green sticks around for another year. We don't know just yet, but I was actually really looking forward to buy midnight green this year for the iPhone 12. And now it might be gone. It looks okay. Again, like this is not Apple's official rendering. These are just some ideas. But if it does look like this, like basically the blue version of midnight green, I'm not too impressed. I think I might end up getting a different color. Speaking of feeling blue, I don't really have a good transition for this one because this is actually feeling like yellow or green or just very excited. All right, the Apple Silicon MacBook. We've heard about this. When is it coming? What is it going to look like? Apparently, Apple is deciding to reinstate, to reincarnate, take out of the grave the MacBook line. I wish this wasn't the case. I wish it would just be going straight into a MacBook Pro. Because I know Apple's strategy, I talked about this in a video a while back, that they're going to start really small, start with the MacBook, then go to the MacBook Pro, then go to like a Mac Mini, then go to the iMac, then go to the Mac. You know, they're ramping up to show you what they can do with Apple Silicon. However, I just don't like a 12-inch screen. Like, it's too small for a notebook in my opinion. I think 13 inches is really as small as you should be able to go legally in 2020. Apple should be prosecuted for this. This comes according to the China Times, which is kind of a mixed bag for rumors, around 67% accurate. But the specs inside of this little tiny machine are pretty impressive. The weight of this machine is going to be less than 2.2 pounds, or for you guys on the other side of the pond, less than a whole kilogram. Perhaps most exciting, the other thing that gives me hope for this product, that makes me want to actually buy it, is that it's going to have 15 to 20 hours of battery life, which is out of this world. Apparently, through the new architecture, the ARM Apple Design chip inside, they've been able to get some really great results. So, I mean, we're looking at MacBooks right now, like you're lucky to get 9 or 10, maybe, and that's if you're not doing anything intensive. Like 15 to 20 on the first MacBook. Like seriously, I'm blown away by this in every facet of how you can be blown away by something. Like now, I know this is just a rumor, it's not confirmed, but if this actually happens this year, that's nutty. That is nutty battery life. For the iMac, we've got a little bit of a different story. Apparently for this Apple Silicon redesigned edge-to-edge all-screen design machine, there's going to be an Apple GPU inside as well as Apple Silicon, perhaps the first time we see an Apple GPU. But while the China Times in March announced that this iMac was coming before the end of this year, like the redesigned 23-inch version, they're now saying that a new iMac is not coming until the second half of next year, so essentially a year after they predicted. I'm confused if they're talking about like the 23-inch version or perhaps the bigger 30 to 32-inch model with Apple Silicon. We don't really know, but some new iMac seems like it's not coming for a while. I'm really split on this. I don't know where Apple's I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, it seems like there's gonna be an iMac update for the smaller version way before the second half of next year, just because now the 21.5-inch iMac has not been touched, I think we can say, in years. Like, it hasn't gotten a proper update in years. And it's just still in Apple Store, the 21.5-inch iMac. Just whatever you do, don't buy this machine because it's gonna be so like infinitely 10x, 20x better than what exists right now when it finally gets updated with Apple Silicon. Is it silicon or silicon? Because I sit here every video and I just run my mouth and I just keep switching. Like I said 91 mobiles at first, like they do in the UK, and then I said 91 mobiles. And that is gonna wrap up the stories for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you learned something new. If you did, drop a like down below and hit subscribe for more. I've been Sam, I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you cool cats in my next video.